Dreams of a Life. In my opinion, it's okay. The story delves into the life of Joyce Vincent, a woman whose body was found in her flat in London 3 years after she died. Interviews with friends and past lovers are used to help us get to know her, and stories are recreated to help bring Joyce to life in the flesh. What exactly happened? Nobody really knows for sure. I knew nothing about this story prior to watching this film, but now that I do know, it is a terrifying thought. Losing ties with your friends and family and dying alone. It is a fear that is very real. And in this film's case, it is even more terrifying because we have this idea of chosen loneliness, pushing away rather than embracing love. For me, this film was a very mixed bag because while it has a great story, the way the story was told resulted in me not being consistently engaged. The strongest part for me was the beginning. It got me emotional as you see how the impact of Joyce's death has affected her friends, and like you and me, they cannot believe her flat went untouched for 3 years. But as you learn through the interviews, it's pretty clear that she was a private person. Her past went largely undiscussed. The frustrating part for me is that no clear answers are given. It is speculation and theory. As a result, I left this movie emotionally distraught because I know basically that X, Y, and Z equals her alone in her flat, but I do not know the values of X, Y, and Z, like which aspect of her life or aspects had the most influence in her choosing loneliness. But I guess it is what it is. Where I think the film could have improved is the B-roll and recreation scenes. While it is great to have visuals for events and stories told by her friends, the presentation of these events and stories often slowed the film down for me, and at least for the first one where people come to her place and discover her body, it lacked emotional realism. For the B-roll, there's a good measure of it, but unfortunately as the film progresses it does get repetitive, and at that point it no longer becomes useful story info, it is just filler. So overall this film was pretty underwhelming for me, but I know this story will stick with me, and that's a good thing. Kind of, because it's a really depressing story. All the same, I give Dreams of a Life 2.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for your time. Have an awesome day.